Hi guys, today we have Ardbeg 10 with us, my first Ardbeg 10. This is called the Ultimate. I know there are a couple of fancy Ardbegs, but I recently had VBST, which is a 5-year age statement. I wanted to try something new, so I got this for approximately 6,000 Indian rupees. This is the box it comes in. This is my glass, that's my drink, which is settling right now. I like to make a drink and let it sit for 5 minutes. And I'm gonna quickly go ahead and pour me a drink. I must concede, I did try this just a few seconds back. Now, as far as the smell is concerned, the first thing you think of is a very medicinal, smoky, herbal, earthy, complete smelling dram. It does take some inspiration from some fruity floral notes, eventually settling into a kind of an iris, earthy, beautiful concoction. Smells absolutely wonderful. If you're a fan of Islay whiskies, which I think is very underrated, then I think you would appreciate the Ardbeg 10. I've had a sip, but now that was for my Hindi review, this is for my English review. Cheers guys. This is a non-chill filter. I don't think it's very colored. Also, the taste is very easy on the palate, but it is an assault on my taste buds. When I say assault, I mean I can see a few things happening. First off, it is like a more refined, a more aged Lafroig, which has just the right mixture of, I want to say, it says there's peat. I am not equipped enough to understand where the peat tasting begins and ends, so I'd be lying if I say that. Purely as a user's perspective, as somebody who's a big aficionado for single malt whiskies, which are Islay, I think this has just the correct character. Very precise. While we take another sip. .46% ABV on this one, a 700 milliliter bottle. If you ask me to compare it with VBST, I would say that VBST is a bit run of the mill in comparison. Of course, it's a 5-year age statement versus this being a 10-year age statement. So the taste is more complete. The essence of it is slightly more so far. I've only had a few neat, and I like it, but again, it's an Ardbeg. I'm just new to this whiskey house, and I'm quite liking it, and it's such a joy, you know. So earthy, a bit on the herbal side, a bit chemically, a bit it's organic all throughout, which is punctuated in its lingering stay on your palate. Tastes good. I'll be right back with the water and ice concoction. Be right back, guys. So I'm not very happy. Look, I feel the taste is organic, yes. I feel the taste is somewhat rich, yes. But it's a bit on the meeker side. Like, for example, if you compare this, I know it's an Islay malt, and I'm going to compare it with a Speyside single malt like Glenfiddich 18, but I just feel it doesn't have that much of layering, so to speak, and it's kind of 1 or 2 dimensional. Though it does smell like it packs a punch, upon tasting you will feel that at least the first few drinks you'll be like, okay man, this is okay, just about okay. Well, let me correct myself. It's a new taste, you know, so it's a new expression, something that'll take me a bit of getting used to. I don't think this is the kind of drink I can just have and immediately be in awe. Of course, if I was with friends and somebody opened this bottle, I'd be like, whoa, it's amazing. But I think it's a bit on the cold side. It doesn't have that many warm hues. It doesn't have any summer. It's very one-dimensional in that it's almost salty in its way. Salty without a lingering stay, you know. Like, I'm just gonna add this and, you know, make this on the rocks. Just a moment, guys. Just gonna add a couple of ice cubes and I'm gonna try to drink this on the rocks and see what it actually feels like. Okay, so just bear with me, guys. Somewhat of a generous pour. And if you were to do that, what can you expect? Let me tell you whiskeys I don't like. I don't like Glenlivet 18. I like Glenlivet 15. I like Glenmorangie. I like Glenfiddich 18. I've not had the pleasure of having a bottle of Lagavulin to myself. I really like Wee Beastie. I would go as far as giving it 4.5 stars for the price and the presentation. Did it grow immediately on me? I don't know, man. Maybe Ardbeg 10 will come around in a day or two. I'm gonna try to finish this bottle between today and tomorrow, just to get the full effect and the full experience, you know. I'm a big fan of Lafroig. I've tried Lafroig QA cask, but it's a bit... Again, I'm an intermediate whiskey drinker. That's my excuse, guys. Cheers once more. It has a very, very strong taste up front. It will hit your palate as if it's meant to be on the rocks, FYI. If you don't have this with ice, I don't know what you're doing, you know. Please have it with some ice and water. Maybe there's too much of light in my room. Maybe, you know, maybe this whiskey would be more appreciated in a sundown situation, or on a river somewhere, or on a Mediterranean dinner with candle lights and all that, and some smooth jazz playing in the backdrop, or some bossa nova. Let me put myself there. Smells very, very herbal, medicinal, earthy, but it does have something peculiar, which I don't like about Ardbeg. When I had the 5, it also smelled a bit off, and the Ardbeg 10 is no different. It smells a bit off. I don't know, maybe it is the cardamom, maybe it is the elaichi like we say in India, maybe it's the black pepper balls, but something unsavory about it, you know? Something which just has a very exclamation kind of a smell, which you just really can't appreciate unless you do, man. This is very good whiskey, but I'm struggling right now, and I'll keep you updated, guys. Thanks for watching.